In this portion of the lesson, we'll be focusing on the 5 love languages. Our takeaway messages include: helpful parenting comes from knowing our children's likes and dislikes and adapting our parenting strategies in appropriate ways. All people have a preference for how they most want to receive love from others, and when we learn and use a child's love language, he or she feels valued and special. Some sample learning goals include: I'd like to learn ways to speak the love languages of all my family members, or I'd like to learn more ways I can show love to my child through their specific love language. Take a second and write down your learning goal for this lesson. Some of you may already be familiar with the 5 love languages, and you may already know which ones you resonate with the most. They are as follows: acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, and gifts. We're going to dig deeper into each of these later, but I'll give a brief overview of each of them. Acts of service. If someone appreciates acts of service as their love language, they're going to really appreciate things being done for them, such as doing the dishes, making dinner, or having their car serviced for an oil change. Physical touch. This includes things like hugs, cuddling, holding hands. Words of affirmation. People who appreciate words of affirmation really appreciate kind things being said to them, such as "I love you," or "You did a really great job at that," or "You're doing amazing." Quality time. Quality time just means that person really loves spending time with someone that they love. It doesn't as much matter what they're doing, it just matters that they're spending time with that person. Gifts. Many people like to receive gifts, but for some people, that is the primary way that they like to show and receive love. Some gifts are really intentional and thoughtful, and other ones are more lighthearted and fun. I'll now have you turn in your yellow workbook to page 7.2.1. It's titled My Love Language. We're going to use this as a tool to identify your own personal love language. If you already know what it is, you can use this as confirmation or just to learn some more information about the ways you like to give and receive love. Listen to the following scenario. When I've had a really bad day, I want my partner to. As I read the responses, think of the one that resonates with you the most. Hug and hold me, tell me my good qualities, surprise me with a small gift, take over the evening chores, or spend extra time with me doing something I want to do. I'd encourage you to write a number 1 next to the one that resonates with you the most. As you can see, I've numbered the rest of mine 1 through 5. To the right of this, you can see that hugging and holding me would resonate with physical touch. Tell me my good qualities would be words of affirmation. Surprise me with a small gift would be gifts. Taking over the evening chores would be acts of service. And spending extra time with me doing something I want to do would be quality time. You can now take this time to complete scenarios 2 and 3, marking them 1 through 5 in the order that you would appreciate them, and then matching up the love language that matches them. You can also answer the following 2 questions on the bottom of this page. Feel free to pause the video and work on this, and then play the video again once you've completed. We will all have the numbers listed in a different order because we don't all have the same love language. Now we'll go through the second and third scenarios together and name the types of love languages. Number 2, when I have exciting, happy news to share, I want my partner to. Listen to me tell all the good news would be quality time. By listening to someone, you're spending a good amount of time with them, and you're really showing that you care about what they have to say. Buy me something new related to my success would be gifts. Tell me what a wonderful job I did would be words of affirmation. Tell me that I deserve to have my favorite dinner would be acts of service. Enthusiastically hug me would be physical touch. Number 3, when I am with someone I love and they are crying because someone very dear to them has died, my first, most natural response is to do something concrete for them would be acts of service. Just sit with them quietly would be quality time. Bring them something to cheer them up would be gifts. Hold them while they cry, physical touch, or tell them how wonderful that person was, words of affirmation. On the bottom of this page, it gave you a chance to reflect on what you learned about yourself. I know for me, I learned that when people say kind and thoughtful things to me, it means a lot more than if they give me gifts. And words of affirmation and physical touch were the two love languages that I ranked the highest on. Take a second and reflect on the love language that you resonate with the most. Gary Chapman wrote the book, The 5 Love Languages for Children. This video offers a very short synopsis of a section of that book. We're going to listen and learn about how we can love our children well through their love languages. After this video, you can go ahead and watch our final video in this lesson series.
Five love languages. 1. Physical touch. Hugs, cuddling, kisses, reading a story on mom or dad's lap, pats on the back, high fives, wrestling, etc. Every child needs to be touched by a significant adult in their life, such as mom, dad, grandparents, teachers, etc. For children who understand this love language, physical touch will communicate love more deeply than words, presents, or spending time with them. 2. Words of affirmation. These include things such as saying I love you habitually, leaving notes in their lunch or around their room with words of endearment and affection. Give encouragement, state your appreciation, create a secret special name of affection between you. Praise their work, tell them you're proud of them, text them loving messages, call when you're away, talk positively about them to friends when they are present. Conversely, cutting words can hurt a child's self-esteem and cast doubts about their abilities. Watch your tone of voice, gentleness of mood, and ambience of care for children whose primary love language is words of affirmation. 3. Quality time. This would be focused, undivided attention with each child. Positive eye contact, playing together. Include child in your chores such as laundry, grocery shopping, yard work, etc. Schedule special time for each child. Watch a movie together, dance, paint, bike, walk, and read together. Share your thoughts and feelings. Ask them about theirs in open-ended questions. Remember, when a child's love tank is empty and attention is the only thing that will fill it, that child will go to almost any length to get what she needs. To them, even negative behavior is better than no attention. 4. Acts of service. Help them do things they cannot do for themselves, or help them do things faster when you're in a hurry. Help with homework, a new skill, a sport they're taking up. Help them prepare meals, get ready in the morning, or prepare for a test. Help them fix a broken toy or bike. Teach your child the importance of serving others through regular involvement in the community. This love language is both physically and emotionally demanding. Parenting is a service-oriented vocation. Serve your children, but as they are ready, teach them how to serve themselves and then others. As for appreciation for these services, it's much more soothing to request it rather than demand. 5. Gifts. For children who primarily speak this love language, give something meaningful. Wrap even the most simplest of things and present it as something special. Keep a small collection of inexpensive gifts packed away for you to give your child when there is a need. Use special wrapping paper and unique gift boxes. Give personally made coupons to your child with some of their favorites like free spaghetti dinner, extra story at bedtime, a small gift the next time you shop together, etc. Personalize the gift, create a treasure hunt for it, surprise them with a gift in their lunchbox. Get their opinion. Give them something specially made by you or something that will last and you can use together. For this love language, the other love languages must be given along with the gift to keep the emotional tank full. A true gift is not payment for services, but an expression of love given freely by the donor. If we do not present gifts as expressions of love, children may learn to receive them as what is to be expected.